Thank you all for joining us this evening to celebrate our commencement from Catskill High School. At this time, please stand and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag Please remain standing as the CHS band plays our national anthem.
Please be seated. It is my privilege to welcome each and every one of you to the 149th Catskill High School commencement. It is a fantastic achievement that each one of these young men and women has made it here today. But they have not made it here alone, so I'd like to take this opportunity to thank those who have made this day possible. Thank you to the Catskill Board of Education, who volunteer their time to provide our school with the resources needed to make our school the wonderful place it is. Thank you to the building and district administration and all of the faculty, staff, advisors, and coaches over the last 13 years who have worked together to ensure that every student has the best opportunities that are available to them. To all of the families, I send out, on behalf of all of us, our heartfelt thanks to those of you who have traveled from near and far to join us here today. Not only do we appreciate your presence at the ceremony, but also your endless support over the years. And most important, thank you to these graduates. We are all so proud of your accomplishments and welcome the opportunity to recognize the end of your long journey here at Catskill. As only Dr. Seuss could say, you are off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. And at this time, it is my pleasure to introduce Emily Noel.
Hello. William Shakespeare once said, "Some people are born great, some people achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrusted upon them." Rhiannon Vincent just so happens to fall within all three of these categories. Right about now is where I should probably attempt to squeeze her seemingly endless list of accomplishments into the following sentences. But I don't think telling you that she was co-president of Interact and treasurer of SCCLA, she was those things by the way, could really do her justice. You see, Rhiannon's worth goes far beyond her extracurricular activities in high school. She is the person who mentored a middle schooler for an entire semester junior year, only to find out the girl didn't even know her name. She is the person who spent hours in the kitchen slaving over a birthday cake that was for her dog. She is the person who aced the midterm with flying colors while rocking a quite painful kidney infection. She's the one who manages to juggle doing her own work and also helping me find the strength to do my own. She is the person who has the ability to light up an entire room and make anyone feel right at home just by being in her presence. Her generosity, thoughtfulness, compassion, hard work, and resilience go beyond every possible expectation. Rhiannon is everything all students should aspire to be more like. She's more deserving of every bit of happiness and success that goes her way. You truly just have to meet her, and you will in about 5 seconds. Without further ado, I'm proud to introduce my best friend and salutatorian of our class, Rhiannon Vincent.
Gotta move this down because I'm short. Okay, good afternoon, parents, friends, family, and faculty. Today we celebrate the accomplishments of the greatest class of all time, the class of 2016. Well, the past 13 years have really flown by, and we've all learned so much from our time here in Catskill. Not just how to do math, read, and text in class, but life lessons we will carry with us forever. I was curious to know what lessons my classmates would be leaving with today, so I asked 10 of them. Here's what they had to say. 1. Friendships end and new ones begin, but I am grateful for each one because they have all taught me so much. 2. I learned who I was in high school, and I learned the importance of taking risks and staying true to who you are. I also learned how to deal with a ton of stress. #survive. 3. The best paths in life are the ones that are unpaved. 4. Caffeine will always be there for you. 5. Time flies when you're not having fun. 6. Senioritis is a deadly disease and it can hit at any time. 7. No matter how bad things are getting, laughing will always help, even if it's only just for a couple seconds. Those seconds will be a little better. So don't take yourself too seriously. No one ever looks back and laughs at the times they didn't do something, so don't be afraid to look stupid. Dance, sing, laugh, make a funny face, and make people smile. 8. Regardless of the challenges ahead of you, never feel trapped. Push forward and never give up. 9. There's no place like home. Too often we take for granted the beauty that surrounds us. We're all too focused on getting out of this town and doing bigger and better things, that we don't take the time to appreciate the value of our own home, and that's what this town will always be. 10. Time flies, but memories last forever. I have learned that life is too short. You must not let it pass you. No matter what point of your life you are in, you will look back at it and wish you could revisit it. The most important thing everyone should bring with them to college is a camera, an expensive, good quality camera. Capture the candid moments that will one day be your fondest memories. You will miss them one day. The powerful play goes on. Contribute your verse and let it be heard. Don't lead a boring life. As for me, I learned that you have to ignore the bad things people do to you. Block out that negativity because you don't need it in your life. Instead, focus on the people who love you and want to see you succeed. They're what truly matters. Well, it's safe to say, we have all changed so much. Well, what about the things that will always stay the same? I bet you in 10 years at our reunion, Nick Kimmel will still be charming everyone. Nick Lindenbroker and Micah will be millionaire computer designers. Skylar will be arguing with Fabi. Michaela probably won't be able to come because she'll be too busy running the country. And the Spanish students will still be upset they never got a trip to Spain. I am. But other than those things, our lives are never going to be the same. We've made friends and we've made enemies, but today we're united as a class. Today, we walk on to our futures together. Tomorrow, we rewrite who we are. Tomorrow, we're no longer just nerds or jocks or popular girls. Tomorrow, for the first time in our lives, we are who we want to be. We're not defined by what someone else thinks we are. We are defined by our own actions. You, and only you, have the power to change your life. So change it. Don't let a label hold you back. Remember that you always matter, and when you feel alone, someone will always be there for you. You may not always know where you're going, and that's okay. You can figure it out as you go. To close, I would like to share a quote with you all. Neil Gaiman once said, "And now go and make interesting mistakes. Make amazing mistakes. Make glorious and fantastic mistakes. Break rules. Leave the world more interesting for you being here. thank you. And once again, congratulations, class of 2016. You made it.
Hello, I'm Shannon Maggio, some of you may know. When I was first asked to introduce the class of 2016's guest speaker, I was brought back to a time where my hardest task was getting my assignment pad signed by the end of the week. I was brought back to the field trip to New York City when our speaker, Ashley Saldana, and I stuffed our faces with every snack imaginable while listening to With You by Chris Brown on repeat. This person has a passion for teaching and inspiring his students. He pushes his students to step out of their comfort zones and try new things. By volunteering at the local Matthew 25 food pantry, he encourages our community to get involved and lend a hand to those in need. Our speaker is also part of the Town of Catskill Republicans Club, serving as president from 2013 to 2015. He is chairman of the Town of Catskill Republicans Committee since 2013, and he serves on the board of trustees for the Greene County Historical Society. Lastly, our speaker practices his faith at local churches where he is an organist, altar server, religious education teacher, and director of liturgy and music. Without further ado, please welcome a man very near and dear to my heart, Live with Matt talk show host, and our Greene County legislator. Please welcome Mr. Matthew Lavera.
Thank you, Ms. Barkman, Mrs. Overbaugh, our administrators, guidance department, our Board of Education, to Shannon Maggio, and to the class of 2016 for inviting me to speak to you today. I was here yesterday for your rehearsal, and I continue to be impressed with this class after all these years. Congratulations to all of you on this special day in your lives, an important day. When I was first asked to speak to you, I wasn't sure what to tell you. Maybe should I begin by asking you questions from the popular game show, Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? Or to give you some advice about how to be a celebrity stalker, kind of like myself. Seriously though, I'll start out by telling you a little bit about some of my own life experiences. Most of you know me as a fourth grade teacher, and 21 of you spent 10 months with me in the 2007 to 2008 school year. As a teacher, I always encourage my students to strive for success. I want the best for them, not expecting people to do things for them, rather to get out there and do it for yourself. I want them to become productive members of society. Let's face it, they will be the ones taking care of me when I get old, because as I always tell my fourth graders, I'm still very young and handsome. In all seriousness, I tell the students that they are working hard now to one day graduate high school, go on to college to be our next doctor, engineer, accountant, lawyer, teacher, or to begin a trade and become a business owner or any other profession out there to make our country a better place. I remember a few students from this class of 2016 specifically telling me that I better be at their high school graduation, but I never thought that I would be the one speaking at your graduation. In previous years, my place was always standing in the back, watching from afar as the names were called and the students received their diploma. It's an honor for me to be at this podium tonight. Now, I'm not here to teach you something new. I'm not going to give you a speech about how to behave, to do your homework, or to be nice to each other on the playground of this world. You've heard enough of that over the last 13 years of your education. I want to give you some advice, encourage you to do your best in whatever life brings to you, and to thank you for your hard work in receiving this fabulous Catskill High School diploma, as Ms. Barkman states. First, some advice. Don't ever say you can't do something. In my introduction, that was read by Shannon. She mentioned that I'm a teacher, I'm a Greene County legislator, and a talk show host. Well, that's one strange combination if you ask me. My life didn't start that way, and it's amazing how God moves your life in different directions when you are open to the Spirit, and for me, to accept God in your life. I was born and raised right here in the village of Catskill, attended St. Patrick's School, and graduated from this high school in 1998. I played on the varsity volleyball team for a season, which really wasn't my thing, and I was involved in Interact all 4 years of high school. I learned many leadership skills through Interact with our advisors, Mr. Horowitz, and the one and only, the legendary Miss Ferrara. It was also through the St. Patrick's Retreat team, led by Mrs. Patty Duchesne and Father John Murphy, as well as my parents and family, that helped form me into the person that is standing before you today. After graduating from Columbia Greene Community College and then SUNY New Paltz with my teaching degree, I returned back home while attending the College of St. Rose for my master's. I student taught in 4th grade here in Catskill, and then a 4th grade teacher retired, opening the door for me to work here full time. I was hired and began teaching here in 2003. Be proud of Catskill. No, this isn't Manhattan or Syracuse, but our community is special in other ways. I never thought that I would be fortunate enough to come back to Catskill and be a teacher in my hometown. It happened. Last November, I was elected by an overwhelming majority to be your Greene County legislator representing Catskill. I was nominated by the Republican, Conservative, and Reform political parties. Many people asked me to serve in this position, and my reply was, I can't do that. That's not for me. I'm sure someone else can do it. Although I did want to make our community a great place to live, and that's the reason I said yes to serve. I felt a tremendous responsibility, and a huge task had been set before me. It's been an interesting 6 months serving as a legislator. This was all new to me, and I spent time meeting with various county departments with our other new legislator, Mike Bulich. I've been trying to learn how I can serve our community through these government agencies, as well as make decisions that will save us money. It's not about what I can do. It's about what we can do together to help other people and to make Catskill and Greene County a great place to live. These political parties nominated me, the voters voted for me, and now I'm one of 4 Catskill legislators. It happened. This past April, the general manager of Columbia Greene Media, who runs the Daily Mail, Register Star, and other news media outlets, sent me a Facebook friend request and message. He said he liked my talk shows on YouTube. Now, anyone that knows me knows my obsession with Regis Philbin and Kelly Ripa. Regis, who some of you probably don't even know who he is a television icon. I've watched him on television for years. And Kelly Ripa, well, she's gorgeous. After Regis retired, some of my friends told me that I needed to send in a video to be Kelly's new co-host. I sent in the video to apply to be her co-host for the day. Well, that didn't happen. But what did happen is that in 2012, I started my own video blog called Live with Matt. Anyone that follows me on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter knows all about it. I could be the next Regis. Why not? So I started Live with Matt, hoping to one day be called by Kelly Ripa. Well, after being nominated to be a legislator, I said I can't do a talk show, be a teacher, and possibly campaign all at the same time. The campaigning started last September, and there was little time to host a talk show. Live with Matt had to go. Many people wanted the show to return, and after the election was over, I began to do monthly shows. Well, I didn't get the call from Kelly Ripa, but I did get it from Columbia Greene Media. Now I'm back doing another thing that I love and hosting my own talk show on YouTube, the Daily Mail, and Register Star. It happened. You see, with all these examples that I just gave to you, don't ever say you can't do something. I wanted to be a teacher. I wanted to help our community. And I wanted to host a talk show. It all happened because I didn't give up on any of them. Follow your dreams and tell people what you want to do with your life. In my case, and I'm sure for you as well, there will be obstacles in the way. Roadblocks, you might say, that would discourage you. It's usually for reasons much larger than you know at the time. Don't give up and don't be discouraged. My family, my friends, and my faith sustained me to persevere and keep going, and I want you to do the same. For some of you, you might know exactly what you want to do with your life. Tell people that and be confident. Others of you might not know for sure what you want to do in your life right now. You have time to figure that out, but do something that you like to do. It might not turn out exactly how you have it planned. My advice is never to say you can't do it. You can do anything you put your mind to and never give up. Go for it and do it. I want to offer you some encouragement and share with you a quote from Mother Teresa of Calcutta. She was a Catholic nun that worked in the streets of India, called by God to do amazing things for the poor, and she is a great saint of our times. Over the years, I've read a lot of books about her, and she once said, and I quote, "Never worry about numbers. Help one person at a time, and always start with the person nearest you." I was never in any of the high school musicals or part of the sports teams, and I was never the most popular kid in the class. But helping others was always something that I tried to do. Don't be discouraged to think that you're not good enough because you're not on the sports team or the leading role in the musical, or that your life isn't worth living. I would sometimes think, wow, look how great that basketball player is, or how well she sings, or how smart he is, and he didn't even have to study. Well, you can do anything that you set your mind to. Never worry about numbers or titles. I hope that I can encourage you to be that person that helps others. And as Mother Teresa said, one person at a time, and start with that person that's next to you. Make a difference for that person that's closest to you. Smile at the person you pass by. They might not smile back. They might even give you a dirty look or swear at you. Go ahead, let them. You're special in God's eyes, and the entire class of 2016 will always be very special to me. I don't remember the person that spoke at my high school graduation, but I will never forget this honor to speak to you special graduates tonight. I've seen most of you grow up to be amazing individuals, each with your own gifts and talents to use. Use them. Be proud of yourself. Tell people how confident you are, and never give up on yourself. Finally, I want to say thank you to the class of 2016. Thank you for being amazing students that have passed through the halls of the Catskill Central School District. Thank you for working hard to make our school look great. Thank you for being here on stage to receive that fabulous Catskill High School diploma. Never forget to say thank you to those people that have helped you or made a difference for you in your life. Thank your parents, your family members, your teachers and friends for believing in you that you made it this far. Remember Regis, who I was telling you about earlier? Well, yes, some call me a celebrity stalker. But after reading his book, titled How I Got This Way, Regis wrote about the people that made a difference to him. Each chapter in his book was about a different person. Anyway, I decided to write him a letter after he retired from his morning talk show to thank him, to say how much he impacted my life and how much I admired him. 2 years went by after sending the letter, and at my surprise, I received a picture with a letter from him. It read, "Dear Matt, just ran across your letter of 2 years ago. It was one of the best I ever received. I hope all is well with you and you are helping those Catskill kids get ready for their lives. My best, Regis." A year later, Regis wrote to me again and said, "It's been a few years since you wrote me that nice 2012 letter." I received many letters after I left the show, and after these 3.5 years, I'm not sure how many letters I wrote and to who I sent them. But your letter was terrific, and I wanted to thank you. I assume you are still in the Catskills and giving those kids the best you got. They don't know how lucky they are and how much you're doing for them. Thanks again, Matt. My best, Regis. A copy of the picture with the letter hangs in my classroom as a reminder that all of us can make a difference for someone else, and that it's important to always say thank you to someone that has impacted your life. I know that you are excited to be finally done with high school. At least I was when I sat here in 1998. But don't forget where you came from. You are Catskill graduates, former students, and now I'm happy to call all of you friends. In conclusion, I want you to remember, don't say you can't do something. Be like Nike's popular slogan and just do it. Never give up, and remember to always help the person closest to you. You don't know where life is going to lead you. Be open to the possibilities, keep faith in God, hold true to basic human values of respecting life, caring for our environment, and for each other. Don't be afraid. Don't be unconfident of the future. Have that confidence. You're as good as anyone, better than the rest. And be sure to thank the people that make a difference in your life. Go out there and be proud of yourself. I know that I speak on behalf of everyone here tonight to say that we are very proud of you too. Thank you again for inviting me here, and I hope that my words meant something to you. May God bless the class of 2016, God bless all of you, and God bless our community. Thank you. Good job.
They're almost graduating. They're already so bossy. At this time, it gives me a great pleasure to introduce Matt Prendergast.
Thank you, Mr. Lavira. Good evening, everyone. My name is Matt Prendergast, and I've been given the distinct honor of introducing the valedictorian of the class of 2016. Before I praise her insanely unique work ethic and remarkable talents as a student, I would like to take a brief moment to recognize the class of 2016 as a whole for winning our first Spirit Games this year, even though we should have won our junior year as well. I would also like to give a shout out to my best friend and one of the smartest kids I know, Andrew Lipschutz. He was number 3 in our class. All right, now I'd like to talk about one of the most determined and hardworking people I know. She's not only a classmate, but also one of my best friends. I first met her in Miss Morrow's 3rd grade class, where it was evident she was the smartest kid in the room. That became more obvious when we were placed in the same class the following year with Miss Polkavar. During that time, there was no doubt in my mind that she wanted to achieve great feats in and outside of school. Fast forward about 10 years, and she is still that incredibly bright girl. Throughout high school, she has been placed on the high honor roll for 16 out of 16 quarters, while maintaining an impressive grade point average of 98. Last year, she received an astonishing 100 on her English Region exam. This past school year, she was recognized as one of Channel 13's 13 Kids Who Care, and was also recognized as the New York State Student Scholar of the Year. Valedictorians are obviously known for their great work in the classroom, but it's the time and effort this student has expended beyond her studies that have set her apart from her peers. Over the past 4 years, she has managed to participate in almost every club and activity imaginable, while also working part-time. She has run track and cross-country since sophomore year being named as a captain for both the past 2 years. She has been president of the Business Club and Yellow Ribbon, as well as standing as the vice president of Interact Club throughout her high school career. She will be attending the Ohio State University in the fall to study finance. Words cannot describe how happy I am for you. I'm going to miss hanging out in the library during study hall, where everybody would be complaining about how much homework we owed rather than actually doing it, and you'd be sitting there studying for a calculus test 3 weeks in advance. I can honestly say that nobody deserves this recognition more than you, and I can't wait to see what your future holds. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce my best friend and the Catskill High School class of 2016 valedictorian, Erica Carlson.
Thank you. Okay. So I actually did not want to come today, and I didn't want to say a speech, and I didn't want to walk up here. And I can't really figure out why I didn't want to come. I'm not usually the type of person that shies away from public speaking, but as I was sitting in my chair and looking out at everybody, I think I've come to the realization that I am not ready to graduate, that I don't really want to, and that it would be really comfortable to go back 6 months ago when I knew what was coming and I knew what was happening next. But I don't think in life that we're ever really ready to do anything, especially not end a huge chapter in our life and begin a new one. And so there's never really a perfect day to do that, but since there is no perfect day, I think that every day is the perfect day. And so today happens to be the day that we all get to end the chapter of our lives here at Catskill and begin a new one out in the real world. But no matter where we go, whether we go halfway across the world or halfway down the street, all of us will always be tied back here and tied back here to this day and tied back here to you, to everybody here with us today. And we actually have a small opportunity right now to do what we want to do in the world and to change anything in our lives. And there will be critics and there will be cynics. But I think more dangerous are those who go throughout life and never really contribute to anything bigger than themselves. Never really take enough risk to go out and make the world a better place. So we only have so long on this earth, and I think that we should take every day that we can and live it to its fullest potential. And I really think that the graduates of this class will do exactly that. They're so talented, but they're still so humble about all their accomplishments, and I just want to recognize a couple of them right now. So I just want Madison and Autumn Doney to stand up really quick. I don't think people know, but they're actually going to Oneonta in the fall, and Autumn Doney is actually a phenomenal artist. She was asked to do one of the Catskill cats that are along Main Street, and that is amazing in itself, since usually only seasoned artists are asked to do that, but she was asked to do it, and not only that, she completed the cat, but she did it all freehand, and it's absolutely gorgeous, and they put it on an intersection right in front of the courthouse. So her artistic ability is just out of this world, and I just think that she should be recognized for that. Yeah. I also want to recognize Lucinda Hackett. Where is she? I don't know where she is, but yeah, right over there. Lucinda received the NROTC scholarship this past winter, which is a $180,000 scholarship, which is insane. But a lot of people don't know that the rate of getting that scholarship is also the same acceptance rate as Yale University, which is 7%. So you have to be a hell of a person to get that scholarship, and she really is. So congratulations, Lucinda. I also want to recognize my best friend Matthew Prendergast, who won the 8th grade spelling bee and has never let me forget it. So good job, Matthew. And I also want to recognize Andrew Lipschutz for being not only an amazing companion for my entire time in high school, but also a brilliant competitor, and he's always pushed me to be the best that I can be, and I really appreciate that. So thank you, Andrew. And I can't recognize every single student sitting here, but I think it's important for everyone to know that every single graduate today has an amazing ability to do something really special. And I think that they all will go on to do amazing things. We're not the only talented people here tonight, though. Some of the teachers in Catskill are absolutely phenomenal, and they are so devoted to their students that they are not only fantastic people, but fantastic teachers, but also amazing people. And I want to give a special thank you to Mrs. Carrie Overbaugh for being the most understanding and friendly principal that I've ever encountered, and to Ms. Kelly Consul for being an absolute blessing all 4 years. So thank you guys. I also want to thank my best friend Hannah Arp for always supporting me no matter what, and my aunt and uncle, Diane and Skip, who've also been unbelievably supportive. And I especially want to thank my mom and dad for never doubting that I would succeed. You guys are my motivation, and I could not ask for any better parents than you, so thank you so much for everything. And if you're with us here tonight, I think it's safe to assume that you too have had a profound impact on one of the graduates here sitting behind me. So on behalf of my class, I want to say thank you for everything that you've done and everything you undoubtedly will do. Thank you. My dad was the first person to tell me that people will not remember what you say, and they will not remember what you do, but they will always remember how you feel and how you made them feel. And I don't think that anything I could have said will make you feel any better than actually seeing your student graduate. It's an amazing accomplishment that they've come to do today, and you should be very proud of them. Catskill High School should be so proud to have produced this outstanding group of students, and you, friends and parents, should be so proud to know them and to have them as a child, and you graduates should be so proud to be a part of this class. I am so proud. I have all the faith in the world that this class will go on and do amazing things, so best wishes and congratulations to the class of 2016. You deserve it.
Thank you, Erica. At this time, we would like to begin the presentation of diplomas by welcoming the advisor of the class of 2016, Ms. Jennifer Leibowitz, Board of Education President Andy Jones, and Superintendent Anne-Marie Barkman, and our guidance counselors Jean Duncan and Kelly Consul.
Thank you, Ms. Overbaugh. Good evening. For those of you who don't know me, I am Mrs. Leibowitz, their advisor. I promise to be quick. I just want to say a few words to my kids. I have had the pleasure of working with your sons and daughters during their 4 years of high school. And during those 4 years, I have always referred to them as my kids. Children. Like any family, we have had some very funny moments, stressful moments, prom, argumentative moments, prom, disappointing moments, prom. And that was really because I never okayed the money cannon, and I'm sorry about that. And we've had some embarrassing moments, and those are mostly on me. And it usually involved me trying to understand something that one of you said in your teenage language, kid speak, I used to call it, and or worse was me trying to use something that they said. Thankfully, I had them by my side to tell me that what I had said was definitely not correct, and I should never use it again. I tried to think of some examples of some of the many expressions and words that I have butchered over the years with your children, but I realize now that there are far too many, and I would be standing here for far too long. Suffice it to say that those are memories that will continue to make me smile and laugh and appreciate my time with all of you. These last 4 years have passed faster than I could have imagined, and I am sure all of you in the audience feel the same way. As you look at your sons and daughters on stage tonight, I know you understand how quickly these years have gone by. I feel so blessed that I was able to work with so many of you through high school. It has been a wonderful experience. I look forward to hearing about all of the wonderful adventures and experiences that are sure to come your way. I am proud of each and every one of you, and I know that you are going to leave here and make your families and yourselves equally as proud. Please, a few final words of my motherly advice. Remember your roots. Go forward from here. Never stop dreaming. Be proud. Thank your families. Love yourself. Be loved. Be thankful. Be grateful. And recognize every single opportunity that will come your way. I love you, kids. Thank you. And now the presentation of diplomas. Erica Jean Carlson. Rhiannon Sierra Vincent. Andrew G. Lipschutz. Nicholas Hunter Linenbroker. Alexis De Silva. Jessica Lynn Hill.
That's my baby! She's beautiful!
Michaela Alexis Farrell. Jared Andrew Osborne. Grace Ann Elizabeth Castles. Emily Isabel Croquet Ortiz. Rhiannon Rose Apjohn. Joshua Bascone. Christian Joseph Bear. Amanda Beers. Erica Christine Bitterman. Kelsey Marie Bolke. Fabienne Veronica Bogardus Street. Brendan Theo Bossard. Kyle C. Brandow. Danae Brown. Joseph Lee Bullock. Audrey Rose Birch. Joshua Camacho. Jade Hunter Cancel. Brandon A. Kennelly. Brian Vincent Carey. Emmanuel Laurent Carr-Hines. Lauren Elizabeth Castellino. Alexander C. Cook. Jacob Patrick Cruz. Dominique Curry. Anna Marie Davies. Michaela Davies. Micah C. Davies. Andrew Powell Davis. Autumn McKinnon Doney. Madison Rose Doney. Q. Savan J. Downs. Chloe Marie Edgington. Brittany Escudero. Jalen Shania Evans. Tycia Lynn Fleming. John W. Ford II. Simone Ashton Fordham. Emily Gilson. Daryl Gums. Lucinda Anne-Marie Trimble Hackett. Raekwon Hall. Elena Shantae Harris. Jaquan Heath. Alexander Hicks. Joseph Lewis Hoffman II. Kaylin Nicole Holliday. Mahogany Ingram. Jasmine Marissa Irvis. Elias Ronell Ivory. Allison Nicole Johnson. Alicia Ann Jones. Destiny Francesca Jones. Nicholas Cody Kimmel. Skylar Dominique Kimmel. Marissa Bettina Marina La Rosa. Jasmine Taylor Liardo. Kira Aaron Lifgren. Marisol L. Lopez. Shannon Claire Maggio. Lauren Nicole Matthews. Colin Edward Moore. Dean Nicholos. Emily Noel. Tyler J. Oram. Shayna Marie Ostrowski. Ilaria Peryu. Stephanie May Perry. Azani Juan Peterkin. Amber Rose Petriani. Daniel Robert Pilatich. Eric Matthew Perino. Matthew Edward Prendergast. Nina Lydia Rose Quick. Allison Lynn Riley. Jacob Nathaniel Rich. Mackenzie Rose Rogers. Olivia Grace Rogers. Kevin Henderson Ruffin Jr. Ashley Leanne Saldana. Diana Elisa Sandoval. Mallory Schlenker. Mackenzie L. Schnur. Jacob Hawk Schroeder. Liam Shaniger. Sterling Ann Shea. Tyree Deshawn Sims. Christopher Stephen Snyder. Caitlin Elaine Sullivan. Kenneth Scott Sutherland. Samantha L. Taylor. Juliana Touche. Gennaro S. Vargas. Nadine Vega. Jacob David Vermillier. Eric William White. Drew A. Wiltbank. Albert Wynn. Andrew Jean Zamacona. Leah Elizabeth Zimmer. And now Ms. Anne Marie Barkman.
Good evening, everyone. Gee, I prepared a 5-hour speech. Are you ready? No. We've heard from so many wonderful people that tonight I just want to add my congratulations to the class of 2016. They are a wonderful group, and again, I echo Erica's words and Mr. Lavera's words. They have many talents and gifts to offer all of you, and thank you so much for everything you've done for them and for letting us at Catskill have them for 13 years. And so at this time, by the power vested in me by the state of New York and the Regents of New York, I declare that they have graduated from an accredited high school. And now let's have a final hand for the class of 16 as they proceed.